And stop looking at yourself. Look at God. You know what I mean? Because it's not about you. We will never be enough as human beings. When you start to think the way God thinks, which we need to, it's the fact that how many times have you done wrong things and God has forgiven you?
Woo! Forgive.
So people say, I'm not God, and I get that demon. It's like, hello, you said you're made in His image. You believe in God, right? So that is how you need to act. It's not a suggestion. It is an instruction. You know what I mean? So when God says forgive others, forgive those who do you wrong, forgive them. Period. It's not up for debate.
Also,
it's
stop
not up for
forgiving
anything.
yourself
forgive
as well.
them.
Because like there's times where you let yourself down. Like how could sometimes I actually sit there like, Dinaledi, how could you let that person treat you like that? You need to stand up to them. You need to be more confident. Yeah. But you get to a point where you're like, standing up to this person is not going to give me anything in return that's good. It's just going to bring strife and more back chatter. And you just need to sometimes look at the person and say, thank you. Yeah, God bless.
You know, but there are instances where you have to
stand up, affirm you.
And again, I feel like the problem is that sometimes we have a negative approach to conflict. We always think the worst of the situation, where it's just like, just talk to the person. I'm not like, there's a difference of me coming to like, Dinaledi, and there's a difference like, hi, can we talk? You know what I mean?
Can we address this?
Yes, and if you're gonna act out, now I know, but at least I said my piece. At least this thing does not haunt me anymore.
You know, I hate that because...
I hate it too, but it's something that we need to practice because your peace becomes affected. You know, and that's when resentment and hate starts to come. Because you see that person every day, you're like, yo, this person, I hate them. As opposed to like, just fix the situation. And if, at least you know, okay, I've tried everything. I've tried talking to you. Me and you are clearly not on the same page. And now I know who ba.
Listen, in the Bible, there's little scriptures that talk about how to, avoid strife, how to actually just walk in like the light and walk into a certain relationship. Find a mantra that works for you. Mine is silence, patience, peace. By watching the things that I say, by watching, my impulsiveness, my irrationalness, my ability to jump to conclusions. I am able to actually maintain my peace. I know that over time my temper has grown and I've been swallowed by anger and all those things, but it gets to a point where I have to forgive myself for everything that you do, like everything that I've said that I didn't mean to say.
But because you're angry.
Because you're and there's times where we want to stand up to people and say, but this
or say those mean words back, but it's like I couldn't eat.
So on my side, I just want to know, like, what was that one scripture that got you to the point where you like I want to keep reading this, like I want to keep minding this?
Honestly, with the Bible, I won't even like try to be like, there was this one particular scripture that stood out to me, but I feel like the book of Proverbs was a big one because I would read I would like go from scripture to scripture to scripture to scripture.
Might I say that's just fire there.
Yeah, so honestly there was so many scriptures in Proverbs that kept me like wanting them. Like the Bible is so wise. There's so much wisdom in this Bible. As much as people were pinpointing the ugly things, but I felt like, whoa, I'm actually learning. Especially there was one that spoke about
lean not on your own understanding.
Yeah, and also the one that spoke about young people.
Oh yeah, it's the same paragraph actually. Guidance for the young.
Yes, that was. I feel like that was my favorite scripture for a while because I would always go back to it. I was like, this scripture is directed to me. I'm a young person now because I feel like growing up, that's what I wanted to know. Like, what does God think about young people? Going back to the reason why I wanted to know what God thought about dating, because like it was literally dating. I didn't want to get married. I just wanted to know about the dating part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was that book of Proverbs that I would always just go back to it and be like, okay,
I think mine was this is why I'm so big on consciousness. I kept saying a word for like weeks on end, and I was very depressed. I was at my lowest, and I had no friends, no family. I was away, like I told you, like I can disconnect, like completely and not be around and stuff. Yeah. So I got to a point where for weeks, months, I was saying this word, and it was the one word that now I started identifying with. It was either hectic or bitter. I swear to you, I was either saying bitter, hectic, Lord, like, jeez. And then I got to a point where I was just at the wit's end on that specific day, and I opened the Bible. I kid you not, people, I kid you not. It wasn't even like a hoo-ha moment. Was the Bible.
I was just let me take this book right here.
Because I was like, I really felt like I had no other resort. Like I just literally was at the ends of it. And then I took the Bible and I opened it, and it landed on Exodus 15. Bitter waters.
Exodus. I've never heard someone pronounce it like that. But
how do they pronounce it?
Exodus. That's what I don't know. In English, Exodus.
Okay. Well,
Exodus?
Potato.
Yeah, anyway.
I landed in Exodus 15, bitter waters made sweet. And I read it how Moses took the people of Israel from a specific place, and he led them into the wilderness of Shur. And the word that I kept saying a week, months before was bitter. I'm so bitter. Like, oh, bitter. And then it got to that point where I was like,
this is sweet.
Bitter waters,
bitter water. Sorry.
And I don't want to say that you'll experience the Bible like that, but I also feel like it's just one of those things. You'll get to a point where you read one paragraph and you're like,
and it leads to another, and it leads to another, and it just makes sense. You know what I mean? Because obviously the Bible is that's why we have pastors, that's why we have churches. The Bible is meant to be taught. So sometimes you read the Bible and you think it's black and white. Like, it's not black and white. That's why it says rightly divide scriptures. You need to understand what was said in the Old Testament and why it was said and who it was said to. So don't make it an excuse, Guti, like, you know, the Bible is hard, you know, God has favorites. God is like, if you want to know God, you will know him. You know what I mean? You can't blame the church that I'm in, you can't blame the situation that I'm in. It's like God can use anything. We know that God can use any and everything. So if you really want to know God, he will avail himself. He will lead you to the right church. He'll lead you to the right people.
Your Bible, man.
Period. I feel like
yeah. Just before we like talk about the whole Bible and like make this like an hour long.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's some things that we didn't touch on, so that is where you guys come in to ask the questions.
I just wanna take this moment to say thank you, Karabo, for having me on this episode. Yeah. And just like even being like nice enough to like, you know,
honestly,
sharing.
Yeah.
You know? So, and also not a lot of us, especially our age, people our age, can talk so openly and so passionately about God. So if you're watching this channel, thank you so much for even just like supporting Karabo.
And it's not even about me, that's the thing.
Yeah, just like
thank
subscribing,
you.
liking, and being a part of the journey. And on behalf of all of us, I took the liberty, guys. Yes, I got Karabo a gift.
When did you even bring that?
It says just for you. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just for you, Karabo. You'll open it later.
Okay.
Tell people what I got you.
This is my first time getting a gift. I'm so right.
Thank you so much for being a millennial who can talk about God openly, who can bring God to her
also, I'm missing
day.
a nail, sorry. Yeah. I just said this like I'm missing a nail.
No, but like seriously, on a serious note, thank you. I've told you this before, you're going places, you are going to do big things, and every season, every moment in your life is going to teach you new pastures, new understanding of things. So thank you. Please take it.
Thank you so much, guys. This is so sweet. Thank you.
Don't open it.
Okay, don't open it. It's for my eyes only.
Yeah, it's just for her.
Thank you so much. I was never ready. But
by the way, that's from all of us. And if you're watching this, thank you so much.
Is this you wrapping up the episode?
Because if we don't wrap up,
we're gonna talk forever.
I'm gonna leave here at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, honestly, truly. But also, I just want to note that yes, guys, this platform is for literally every young person. Like, if you want to be just like Dinaledi, hit me up. You know what I mean? Come here, let's have a conversation. Let me help you, or you help me understand God more. You know, I said share. It's not because I'm all knowing. It's not because I am, you know, that woke with the word. I'm learning every day. I am just a person. I'm just a young person that is, you know, after God's heart. I'm obeying God. I'm trying.
Oh, you're not after God's heart because you have God's heart.
I have exactly. I'm not running after. I have God's heart. You know what I mean? So I'm just exercising the authority that God has given me. God says, you know, if you come in class, if you're able to, those who are able to teach, let them teach. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm at that point where I'm able to teach. 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been here, but I've grown in the Word, and I just want to share that with you guys. And I hope that we all grow together, become woke in the Word, and become, you know, the people that God has called us to be.
We're gonna have such a because we had originally spoken about this video, doing 2 videos in one day.
Yeah,
you'll see me. Again,
yeah. Yes, this is not the end. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Dinaledi, for coming onto my channel. I appreciate it so much. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below any questions or any topics that we touched on that you didn't understand or you want to understand or you understand.
Me a DM.
I'll put your handle here. Don't worry about
it. Drop me a DM somewhere here.
Yeah, and I love you guys so much. Stay woke with the word. God bless you. I love you. Bye. Oh my God, I can't believe you got me a gift, bro. Like, where were you hiding it this whole time?
My bag.
Oh, that's why you brought your bag here.
Spouch.
Peace.